Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come on in, y'all. Happy Thursday. I'm still fighting to get my voice back. I don't know what's going on. Get it together. Happy Thursday. You know, it's crazy because all day yesterday I thought it was Tuesday. These weeks are absolutely flying by. But before I get into anything, let me start y'all off with the positive vibes of the day because you know what I say. It's going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
Here we go. What the hell? There you go. Technical difficulties. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Hillbilly, Brandilla, Stacy. Huh?
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up.
This light is all in my face.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Ah.
Set your affirmations.
This light is right.
I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation.
Good food, good mood. Hey, Hillbilly.
One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it.
Set a goal.
You control and the steps you take them.
I try to pick one
thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake,
it's called education.
I try to do this every day.
Call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wow! Go ahead, Hillbilly.
Wake up,
today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
today's gonna be a good day.
Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason.
Huh?
Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high,
other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
Like you always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo.
Negative thoughts
and poison your ride. Head full of flies, so she come with clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost.
What? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence.
A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it.
Hey! Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Hey, good morning, happy Thursday. You know, this last week has been so hard for me to get up out of bed in the morning. I've been laying around loafing in the bed in the mornings. I don't know why, but listen, I've been loafing around lately and it feels good, you know, because I'm always in a hurry to jump out of bed 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, start my morning routine, jump on TikTok or whatever. But, you know, sometimes you got to take a mental break from all of that and just replenish. And so I haven't been as active on TikTok as normally I am because I've been loafing in the bed a little longer and I don't feel guilty about that at all. All right, happy Thursday. So Hillbilly You had a Saturday poker game, Sunday drive to Michigan and back, Monday another round of visitors. I just love your life. You like it outside. I love it. I love it. Anybody else got anything interesting that they got going on this past week? Let me see what I got going on interesting. I don't think I have anything going on interesting this particular week. All right. But now I'm not complaining because, my life is good. Even with the trials and tribulations, my life is good. So I cannot complain. But I didn't do much this week. I know next week I'm going to be in Maryland. Oh, yeah, Cheryl Lee and Johnny Lee and Hill. I'll be in Maryland, but I'm only going to be in Maryland for a hot minute. Like when I say hot minute, I mean a hot minute. Okay? Going to a Luther Vandross concert. Of course, it's not him, but I love Luther Vandross songs. Anybody know me? That's what I keep my playlist on. I just love Luther Vandross. And my girlfriend knows that. And so we're going out to see the Luther Vandross concert, right? In Maryland. And it's Sunday night. And so we're going to get to Maryland on Sunday. And then we're going to come home on Monday. All right. And so I'm going to be there a quick minute. So Cheryl Lee, I don't know whether you're in New York, you're in Texas, you're in Maryland right now. But baby girl, if you were in Maryland, I wish I could see you or Johnny Leon Hill. But it's going to be a quick minute for real. But next time I pass through Maryland, I will definitely make time to meet up with Cheryl Lee and Johnny Leon Hill if they are in town. Because I do that. I love doing that. So those are my plans for not this weekend. Next weekend. This weekend, I'm on grandmama duty. Okay, yesterday was my son's birthday. And I kept telling everybody my son was turning 43. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what happens as we get up in age. We start forgetting our kids' ages. We start forgetting our age. My son actually turned 42. And I was like, that's right, because I was 16 when I had you. How did I think you were 43? Whatever. He turned 42 years old. And when I tell you that if I had any ounce of sadness in me yesterday, it faded right away because if y'all knew what we've been through as a mother and a son, the kind of things that we had to deal with, it's a blessing being here and seeing him at 42. Like, it's everything that I prayed for, everything that I cried for. It's everything that I couldn't visually see at one time in my life. Like I visually did not see my son's life where it is, even though deep down inside, I wanted his life to be the way it is. And God is good. He is, because we are here. And for all the people that crossed my life in my lifetime that doubted the fact that my son would be anything. Sometimes you don't have to convince people of shit. Right? You just got to let them believe what they believe, and then you got to keep doing the work. Okay? And so that's what I did. I kept doing the work. I stayed grounded to the ground. I stayed faithful. I stayed prayed up. And you know what? Proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding. And so I'm so blessed and grateful for him to have seen 42 years and for me to have seen him turn 42. Thank you. Because that's a blessing. All right? Cheryl Lee said, came to Houston for my granddaughter's play, How to Solve a Murder Mystery. It was awesome show. Wow. I love that, Cheryl Lee. That sounds really, really entertaining. So you're in Houston right now? Well, how long you going to be in Houston, Cheryl? Total identification. I know, Stacy. I get it. Right? We got to stay prayed up. We got to stay faithful. And we got to ignore the naysayers, right? We got to ignore the naysayers. We do. Right? There's power in prayer. Telling you. At one time, it was hard to imagine living to 30. Now my baby girl is 21. This is what, Hillbilly, see what I'm saying? You, Stacy, and some other people on here can definitely identify with what I'm talking about. Like when you come through, like It ain't no fucking yellow brick road. It's like a raggedy hell pit, flame of fires and hot charcoal that we walking on, hoping that we get to the yellow brick road. And baby, some of us didn't think we were going to survive. I know me, hillbilly. I don't know. Okay? People look at me and they call me spoiled or whatever, but I'm spoiled because I spoil myself and I expect the same treatment from other people, right? And I spoil my friends if I can, and I spoil my significant other because that's what I do. But it's not because I come from background where at one point in my life I was spoiled, but then I went through a really rough patch from 13 years old all the way to now. So, baby, hillbilly, I could get it because there was plenty of times in my lifetime, being an adult at the age of 15 and 16, I was scared I wasn't going to make it either. And this is in the 80s in Queens when crack was prevalent, right? It was like living with the Walking Dead. I didn't think I was going to make it either. I didn't know if my baby was going to make it. I just knew that whatever we were going to do, we were doing it together. Nobody had my child to raise my child without me being present. Me and my child always lived under the same roof. Okay, fuck that. Well, the red brick road is probably what the fuck we were walking on, hillbilly. It was hot as fire. Okay, so you're going to be in Houston until next Tuesday. Oh, I'm so jealous, Cheryl. I'm so jealous. I'm trying to get to Houston, but it looked like I may be in Houston in June. Hey, I am Jacinta. But you know. So good morning, y'all. I have a 10 o'clock meeting, so I cannot be on here long. I'm meeting I'm meeting my boss for the first time, but that's a lie. I met her during a staff meeting, and now I'm having my first one-on-one with her this morning. And we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. I mean, this is probably my 7th or 8th manager since I've been with the company. I've been with the company going on 9 years, 1 year as a consultant. So I don't know, like we change management, like we change babies' Pampers at this place. Like you have one, if you get a manager and you're under a manager for 2 years at this point, that's good. Okay. So we'll see what these changes bring. It's funny because my boss was like, I know you and her will get along. I said, everybody gets along with me. I have a great personality. I don't know what the fuck. If somebody don't like me, that's on them. That be 1000% on them because why you don't like me, right? I'm a likable person. I am. And so when somebody don't like me, I be side-eyeing them like, why the fuck you don't like me? It gotta be because you think I took your friend. Because that's most of the reason why people they start not liking me because they feel like I steal their friends. No. Shit can't be stolen. I just have a vibe about me that some people like to hang around. And some people just get mad about that. But I just love everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problems with nobody. I don't. And if I have a problem with you, I will not share your space. Oh, I know, hillbilly. Listen, they better not put me up underneath another pandemic because I cannot take another pandemic. Hey, I am Jacinta with your shopping ass self. Unless quarantines happen, measles and shit. Listen, them fucking measles better get the fuck on. I don't know, but them measles need to get the fuck on. They do. I mean, I'm back wearing my mask when I'm in public and shit like that. When I went to you got me itching, hillbilly. Shit. When I went to get my nails done, right? 2 weeks ago, the girl was doing my feet. Hopolita. I love her. Hopolita. I forget how to pronounce her name. And she had like a little rash on her arm. And I was Googling measles. Child, she didn't have measles, but this is that paranoia shit that happens, right? I start Googling measles, right? Because I was like, what is that? Now I'm itching. What is that? Make sure all y'all babies in y'all's lives are vaxxed against measles. Yeah. You know, I was talking to Stacey about that one day, and we were saying we were vaccinated. I still got the chicken pox. And I think Stacey said she still got the measles and she was vaccinated. Like, do these vaccinations really work? Because I got COVID twice and I took 3 shots. Like, what the fuck? Like, do the vaccinations really work? I'm itching. I mean, I'm about to go to CVS and see if I can get a measles shot because I'm going to be like, hold up. I need the measles vaccination. The last time I had it, I must have been a 1-year-old kid or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember it as an adult ever getting a measles vaccination, but I'm still itching. I'm about to go to CVS and ask for that shit because I don't want no fucking measles. That's why I'm glad I don't have no little kids living in the house because little kids bring all that shit home. They bring home measles, colds, every damn thing from school and shit like that. I be praying for my son and his girlfriend because, baby, listen. So before I get into the positive read of the day, experimental new vax, fuck that. Tried and true is fine. Listen. Did y'all see in the news, right? I saw it on the Shade Room, but I Googled it just to make sure that this was true because it sounds so fucked up. You know how I got chickenpox, measles, and was fully vaxxed. That's what I'm talking about. You know how your kids, you put your kids to bed, and some kids be like, there's a monster in my closet or there's a monster under my bed. How many parents be like, go the fuck to bed? Without going in the room and checking to see what's going on. Y'all be like, stop this shit. Go the fuck to bed. Ain't no fucking monster in there. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Google it. True story. I'm reading this from CBS News right now. See? Okay. It says babysitter checking for monster. A babysitter in Kansas found a troubling surprise after a child she was watching complained there was a monster hiding. The babysitter found a man hiding under a child's bed after they attempted to show the children there was nothing under there. The Barton County Sheriff's Office said in a statement Wednesday she came face to face with a male suspect who was hiding there. Okay? Sheriff deputies arrived at the home just outside of the city of Great Bend at 10:30 p.m. on Monday after they were called about the disturbance. After the deputies arrived, the babysitter told the deputies that when the man was discovered, there was an altercation. The babysitter and child were knocked over during the scuffle and the suspect fled. The following day, deputies spotted the man while they were in the area looking for a suspect. He ran after a short pursuit. They caught his ass. This motherfucker, his name is Martin Villalobos Jr. He's 27 years old. He was arrested and booked in Barton County Jail on multiple charges. Now, how many people, when their kids say, there's a monster in my room, do y'all go and thoroughly check? Because this motherfucker, this kid said there was a monster in their room. And the babysitter went in the room to check around just to convince the kid that there was no monster under the bed or in the closet. There was a live motherfucker hiding under this kid's bed. I just got to say, people, listen to your kids, have patience with your kids, because that's some shit. If your kid is saying that there's a monster or something going on in their room, please pay attention. You see, I grew up poor, so we didn't have our own rooms. This new shit where people, have kids and they be like, oh, my 3-week-old baby gonna sleep in their own room down the hall around the corner. We never did no shit like that. We couldn't afford to do no shit like that. Everybody slept in the same room. The fuck? We didn't have separate rooms down the hall around the corner. Everybody slept in the same room, mainly because we were poor. Okay, but we didn't have no issue with somebody seeing a monster under the bed because we all right there. The fuck? When I had my baby slept in a bassinet next to me, and then I put the fucking crib at the end of my bed against the wall because Why y'all need a whole room for a baby? The fuck is this? That's that new shit. We want to put our little infant baby in the room down the hall. So when your child says there's something in their room, some whatever the fuck, go and thoroughly check that shit, because that shit, people are crazy. See, that's why I'm glad I live on the 8th floor, the top floor of my building, because climb up the motherfucking wall if you want to. Okay? Climb up the motherfucking wall if you want to. I beat the shit out of everything in baby girl's closet, then explained I'm the only monster allowed in the house, and then she got the privilege of having a monster as a dad. So let me tell y'all what happened to me yesterday before I read this positive vibe. I know I'm fucking around, but I got to read the positive word, and then I got to run because I got a 10 o'clock meeting. But I ordered some liquor from the liquor store. They deliver, Buy Right delivers to my house. I be lazy sometimes and don't want to go to the liquor store. Don't fucking judge me, okay? So I ordered wine and tequila and all the stuff or whatever and had it delivered. So when they deliver your liquor, you have to show your driver's license to show that you are of age to purchase liquor. So this Spanish guy is a big guy, not fat, just big. Decent looking, comes to my door. And I give him my driver's license. And I was on FaceTime with Maria and Cynthia at the time. And my boo was here too, but you can't see in my apartment. So like if I open the front door, that's my foyer. And then you got to come around a curve in the foyer. So my living area is blocked off from the front door. You can't see in my living area. So you don't know if anybody is in my house or not. This man, after he took a picture, used the thing to take a picture of my ID for verification, he gives me back my driver's license. I'm on the phone with Maria and Cynthia at the time. And he says to me, "Are you drunk?" And I wasn't, because I didn't even drink yet. I just ordered this shit. I was like, no. I said, why? If I was, you wasn't going to complete the delivery of the liquor? And he was like, nah. He started laughing or whatever. He was like, you good. I hurried the fuck up and closed the door. And I ran inside and I told my boo, I said, the liquor man asked me if I was drunk, because, I was at the door with my bathrobe. I don't be dressed in my house. This is dressed for me because I ride my bike and do my yoga. But if I'm not riding my bike and doing my yoga, I got some little snatchy shorts on and a little tanky top. But I went to the door with my bathrobe on. This man asked me if I was drunk. I hurried up and closed the door. I went and told my boo, I said, oh, nigga, you are about to jump off this couch, because the man at the door said he wanted to know if I was drunk. Here go Maria. Call and report that motherfucker. Call and report that motherfucker. Why he asking you if you drunk? Then Cynthia in the background and going, that's inappropriate. That's hella inappropriate. They going off. And I'm saying to myself, oh my God, I don't want to call and complain on this black and brown boy or whatever. Maybe he meant it very innocently. I don't the fuck know. Maybe that was his way of flirting or whatever. But I didn't want to call and report on this black and brown boy. So I just let it go. But I was like, ooh, if I was here by myself, I'd have been ultra paranoid, child. Be careful out here, y'all. Be careful out here. You said pervert delivery guy, right? Be careful out here, y'all, okay? So anyway, we're going to get into the positive read today. Today is March 27th. And let's see what Iyanla Vanzant got for us today in the month of awareness. Hillbilly said, I explained when she got older that she doesn't have to follow my rules or anyone else's. I just reminded her to think of every other person's safety, because she knows what would happen if she got hurt, harassed, or made to feel uncomfortable. You gonna come. You gonna come like the boogeyman. I know, Cheryl Lee, it was inappropriate. I was like, close the door, lock, put the chain on. And then, because in the beginning, my boo used to be like, Why you chain yourself in your house? I'm like, I keep the chain on the door all day. If I'm in this house, the chain is on the door. I don't fucks around. Nobody coming in here. When my ex moved out, I had the locks changed on the door. I don't fight people for keys back. I don't want the fucking keys back because motherfuckers can go make copies of keys and give you keys back and they still got a copy of your key. I changed the locks on the door. I'm very serious about my security. Okay? Just saying. All right. So March 27th. Let's see what we got today. This is the month of awareness. I may as well just take this out because the fuck. This is gonna be a decent message, y'all. It is. March 27th. I open my heart and mind to be aware. There are no points in the game of life. There are no points in the game of life. How I play determines if I win. How you play the game of life determines if you win. The goal of a football player is to get the ball over the goal line in order to score a touchdown. The goal of a baseball player is to hit a home run in order to increase the team's score. The goal of a basketball player is to get the ball in the basket and increase the team's points. Each of these players is focused on the goal, clear about the rules, and prepared to win the game. This is not always true for those of us who are playing on the field of life. Our goal is not always clear. Our team is not always supportive. Baby, our team is not always supportive. The points we make are not always counted. How do you win the game of life? The goal of life is not to win. It is to play the game with love. The rules of the game are have a strong desire to win, believe that you are worthy of winning, have faith that you will win, and as long as you are alive, never believe the game is over. Baby, go for the love and have fun while you're doing it. There really are no points to count. The fact that you are here means you have already won the most important race. Play the game believing you cannot lose. Play the game for the love of it. The game of life is rigged in your favor. There are angels playing on your side. Learn how to cooperate with them. The team you were born into really doesn't matter. Let me repeat that. The team you were born into doesn't really matter because there is only one coach for all teams in life. His name is God. If that's what you believe, if you believe in Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever it is, okay? It's a higher spirit. And he has been cited for his consistent winning record. Until today, you may have been working so hard to reach the goal line that you lost sight of the meaning of the game. Just for today, do not keep score. Remind yourself of the rules. Love what you are doing. Listen to your coach because with him you are assured victory. Yes. Today I am devoted to renewing my commitment to win the game of life. See, life in all the games is about counting scores and keeping points and having supportive team members. But in the game of life, you don't keep score. You just can't, right? Can't keep score. You don't always have a supportive team, right? And you got to figure out how to navigate through life, right? Still doing the things you love, still being happy, still smiling, and just navigating through life. Doing the things you love, not keeping score, and may not always have a supportive team member. But life is not about winning. We're not keeping score points, right? But we have to remember that we should continue to do the things we love. See, I'm for that. I do the shit I love. I do it. Some people be like, oh my God, I do what I love. There's some shit that I do that I don't love, but I make sure to incorporate shit that I love. I do. Right? And I think that's how I'm able to navigate through life, even when times are bad, because, I just navigate on trust and faith. And I leverage my past experience to know that, bad times don't last forever. I'm going to continue smiling. I'm going to continue loving. I'm going to continue doing the things that I love. Don't ever forget what the game of life is. It's not the same as basketball, baseball, hockey, and everything else. Okay? That's your message for today. My wife and child changed me by allowing me to put all my darkness and anger into one focus, their protection. I love that, hillbilly. I love that. There are things that occurs in our lifetime that does change us, right? There's a video that I listened to the other day. I don't know if I shared it on here. I think I did, where they talked about, meeting the person that makes you want to do more, makes you want to be more. That's the person, right? If you are with a person that doesn't make you want to be better or, develop themselves more positively so that they can be a better guide for you, a better protector for you, then you in the wrong relationship. Both of y'all. You might not be able to do it today. You could put it on the calendar today. Right? We have one life. Tomorrow is never certain. Do it and experience it today. Aim freaking man, hillbilly. We have one life. Tomorrow is never certain. Do it and experience it today. This is what I'm talking about. And then he follows up with, you might not be able to do it today. You could put it on the calendar today, though, for the future date. I love that. I absolutely love that. And see, I try to do a lot of shit that I love. And I got a list. I mean, I keep lists. Like I have the notes app in our phone. I open that up in a minute and I'll be like making a list of things that I want to do. And that list continues to grow. And as I accomplish them, I check them off. I keep a list of things that I want to do with my friends, with my man, or whatever. And I check these shits off. Places I want to go, things I want to see. And people be like, how you gonna do all that? You ain't got no money. I don't care. Nobody asked you if I had money, right? It's nothing wrong, like Hillbilly said, put it on your fucking calendar. Put it as a part of your plan. Guess what? Everything that I have written down that I said that I want to do, eventually I did it. I did. Learning how to win in this game of life. I love the message today, right? It's not like baseball and basketball. We're not always going to have the support, but we still got to navigate through this shit. Okay? And so that's your message for today, y'all. It is 9:49. What y'all got? I got about 5 more minutes before I have to hop off of here. Okay, Iyanla Vanzant, did you find me some shoes yet in the thrift store? She be going in the thrift shop. She picked up these nice ass black, patent leather. They were nice. And she was like, I thought about you, but they were too small. I was like, oh. Cheryl Lee thrift too. I just love that shit. I do. So y'all, if y'all ain't got nothing else to share with me, I got like 10 minutes to get ready for my next meeting. But you know what I say? Make sure you keep this message. These messages that we read, if you don't own the book, get a book or go back and listen to the video, get the message. But these messages, I don't know if they help you, but they do, resonate within me. And it causes me to think about some things about my life. And I try to be the best I could be for myself, right? Because if you are being the best you could be for yourself, guess what? Automatically, that's going to spill over into your outer relationships. Believe me, I know. I do. Go be the badass. Yes! Go be the badass. I like that. So y'all, I got to go, but I love y'all. I promise y'all, I'm going to come on tomorrow. My calendar, work has been working me really, really bad. Yesterday, I started working at like 7:30 in the morning. I worked all fucking day. I was so fucking stressed out. Work has really been working me. And because I'm transitioning over to a new boss, I just got to keep my head in the game and stuff like that. So work has been distracting, but it's all right. I'm going to try to come on tomorrow. Hey, Mercedes, as I'm getting ready to hang up, here you come. I miss you, Mercedes, boo. As I leave y'all for today, I promise that I'll be on tomorrow, and I have a video that I want to play and I want to share with y'all. I don't know, my share screen has been acting up. I don't know if they're just trying to push me to upgrade to a higher quality HD, but you can hear the sound. So if I share my screen and it's a little fuzzy and you can't see it, you can still hear the sound. All right, I'm gonna play the video for y'all tomorrow, and then we're gonna talk about the video after I read my positive thought for tomorrow. It's a thrift on 2nd and 78th on the east side that I'm going to check out next week again. Had some great shoes. We'll FaceTime you so you could choose. Ah! Ah! Yeah, Shirley, don't get me all excited. Oh my God. Next week. Okay. I love that. Oh my God. Yes, FaceTime me, boo. FaceTime me. After 6 hours tomorrow, my wife becomes the boss. Wait. Oh, is your daughter leaving? Is that what you're trying to say? Your daughter is leaving so then your wife becomes the boss again? What happens after 6 hours? What's changing? I need to know what's happening. Let me get this positive vibe out to y'all while we are closing down shop. Because you know what I say. Even when you feel low, you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Yeah.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am Roar to Devo. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Move with peace and love. You know. Hey, get this message. Hustle hard.
I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit now.
Oh, she becomes the boss for real. Congratulations. Hey, anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient. Hey, hey. But I just slide right by that energy. Hey.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
What?
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Come on.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Huh?
Never answer to no, man, I still go.
Peace, y'all. I'm out. Hey.